So, okay, a couple of things to practice. Number one, Christine, practice big smile. Let me see that smile. Like this, with teeth. With teeth. All right, guys, everybody do this. Practice smiling with teeth. So whenever I talk about video I believe has got two main elements. There's the art and the science. Now the science is the framework, it's the architecture, it's the infrastructure, it's the flow, it's a script, it's what you say. Now the art is how you show up. That's being in the moment. It could be your charisma, it could be your confidence. Today we're going to be exploring some of these elements. I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to a coaching call that I recently did to show you how you can incorporate this in your video marketing strategies. Let's begin. First person we have up here today is Christine. And Christine, I am gonna unmute you. Oh, you already did. So Christine, let's start off with the market that you're in, the audience you help, and the result that you help them generate, and then we'll begin.
Hi everyone, it's morning here, and thanks for picking me first, Peng Joon. So the market that I'm in, I help small business owners, particularly real estate agents, with their social media posting through videos. So we make the videos and we make the posts and post it for them.
Now, because you are in literally your promise and your outcome and your deliverable is in video, this video, you need to put in the bells and whistles, the animations, when in fact, it's typically not a requirement. It is a requirement on your end. Why? It is because right now your audience is judging the quality of your video that I'm going to be doing if I choose or decide to work with you. So the first thing that we need to do is in terms of just production. I've always said that messaging is way more important than production, but because your offer is high ticket, Christine, if I remember correctly, in a past coaching call, was it like 30K or something?
30K, 50K.
30K and 50K, that's right, right? So if you have a 30K and 50K offer, this video needs to represent a 30K or 50K type of quality of a video, because that's what they're going to be basing on. They're going to be basing on, okay, so if I were to work with you, how skilled is the video team in terms of like, how are you going to be delivering that video for me? Okay, so I want to be able to see the bells and whistles, the animations, the call outs, to be able to give them that feeling of, okay, when it comes to video, we know what we're talking about. So what was I saying? The fact that I'm trying to get all of you to think about is every little thing that we put out there, no matter how small, is a representation of how we do things. Okay, because again, how we do anything is how we do everything, right? So just the first thing to take note of is the video quality in the production, because you represent video. And so to me, if we have a 30K or 50K offer, where imagine the amount of noise that is out there when it comes to video, we can't just have that video, which is the talking head. Now, can it work for most people and still do a good job? Yes, but not if your offer is video. If your offer is video, it's gotta pop. Okay, so I think I've put enough emphasis on the production, okay? And do what you need to do, right? But put your best editors on it to really make that 1 minute good, the same way how Andy Jenkins did that 11 years ago. Some sort of humor, pattern interrupt, the B-rolls, the music, all of that. I just think about the feeling that you had when you watched that. Okay, that's number one. Okay, next is production is one. Next one is more towards not what you say, but how you say it. And this would be the energy that you're putting in as you're delivering this video. Because you've heard me say this before, our audience can only be as excited as we are. Our audience energy level can never be more excited than us. And we are the ones that's leading the pace. For a sales video, you gotta either practice so that you can still use the teleprompter, but it's not obvious that you're reading it. A few different ways you could do that. You could maybe stand further away, okay, so that it's not apparent. But the best way is just to be clear with the messaging so that you don't have to use the teleprompter. So even if it takes you 20 different takes, it's going to be a lot more natural when you're not utilizing a script. So what is the main tweak that we got to do on a video? I can tell you it's not necessarily the script. I can see that the script, you followed a specific framework well, but now it's not the words. it's how you're saying the words. And the reason why it's important is because, again, in your audience's eyes, they're judging and they're deciding, oh, so this is the person I'm going to be working with. And if this is going to be an exciting journey of us working together. So, okay, a couple of things to practice. Number one, Christine, practice big smile. Let me see that smile. Like this, with teeth. With teeth. Right? Guys, everybody do this. Practice smiling with teeth. Okay? Next one is, it looks weird. I know it looks weird. It feels psychotic. But practice talking while smiling at the same time. Guys, move your mouth right now while smiling at the same time. See what I'm doing over here? It is very different when you are talking while smiling at the same time in front of the camera. Okay? Now that takes practice because naturally, this is my face. This is my resting bitchy face. Take a look at this. And if I talk like this in front of the camera, it's very different when I say, congratulations for getting my script for repurposing content and shooting really good videos. I know you're really gonna love the videos that we're gonna be producing together, right? It feels like you owe me money and I'm not happy, right? So what we wanna be able to do is we just wanna add in that energy and that excitement into the messaging, right? So this video, I can tell you it's not about the words now. It's just how do we put in tonality, pauses, energy, smile, conviction into this, okay? So there's a few different ways we can do that. And it's pretty interesting because I don't think in any of our hot seats we've ever done that in maybe the last 3 years, okay? So I think this is gonna be really beneficial to all of you. Okay, number one is to be able to think about variation. Variation means rather than saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is flat. What we want to be able to do is we want to think about how can we change so that it's loud, soft, gentle, pause, usage of silence, higher energy. Like this is a really, really interesting part of the video that's really going to make a huge difference on your bottom line. Sometimes it could be a bit cheeky. Notice that having that wave of loud, sometimes soft, sometimes asking a question, sometimes teasing the audience, sometimes getting your audience to think, therefore pausing for a split second. Notice how this makes the conversation a lot more natural, right? It's all about how you say it. And I can tell you that many times, whether a person's facts make sense or not, and probably politicians do this all the time, it's never about the thing that they are saying. It's just the amount of conviction that they're putting into the message that makes people believe it. That's all it is. Now, this sales message, I can tell you that your words are already there, okay? It's now just how do we make it so that it's compelling, okay? So, variation. Next one is high energy, right? So you've got big smile, variation, high energy. So it'll be, for example, congratulations for getting a hold of this checklist. This is the same checklist that my team utilizes whenever we want to be able to maximize every single video that we put out there. So imagine like right now as you're doing that, it's like there's all these bells and whistles and animations and effects to show people how the video is being maximized and get the editing team to work their magic, because this is literally what we are showing our audience, the quality of the work that we do. Then as you're talking, you're still smiling, right? And then you're going, so one of the things that I want to be able to do is to be able to walk you through our process to show you how it works. What we want to be able to do, okay, Christine, this is the big picture of what needs to be done. What you're going to do is you're first going to list down your entire script. The words are there. And this is the progression for each and every one of you if you have ever struggled with video. And it's this. The first thing that we're going to practice is just the words. To be able to practice the words over and over and over again until it becomes an unconscious competence and we don't have to remember or memorize the words anymore. That's the first level of practice. So the words is no longer something that we have to think about. Because normally when we are practicing something, we become unnatural when we are trying to think about the right choice of words to use. And that's when we're going, oh, wait a second, the first thing I need to be talking is about the checklist. I need to acknowledge them. Then the next thing I need to do is I need to talk about problem. Then the third thing I need to do is I need to talk about solution. And that is when the video is going to look weird, right? Because a person can see we're either reading off the script and we're worried about getting the right choice of words. So level one, make sure your words, you're not thinking about the words. Now, once you've gone through that section, how do you go through that section? Well, by not memorizing words, but memorizing the framework instead. What is the framework of your main thing? So it would be probably acknowledge, problem, solution, our offer, call to action. That's the thing that you memorize, right? So it's just acknowledge, problem, solution, offer, call to action. Now, once you do that, right, you've memorized that, then what are you practicing next? You're practicing being present, right? That's the next level. You're just being present in the moment, and you're practicing on your tonality, that variation, invoking energy, as well as conviction in your messaging. How do you do that? It's just in the way that you say it, right? So imagine if you all go through that 5-step process, right? It's just, congratulations for getting your hands on the checklist. I know that you are absolutely going to love it. This is the same checklist that my team and I utilize to serve our high-ticket clients in order to help them get their views, increase their reach, as well as the revenue. You see, most of the time, the problem when it comes to creating video, it can be very time consuming. And as a business owner, you want to focus on getting more sales in, working on the business and not in the business. So what is the solution? Because chances are you're not a social media marketer. Chances are you don't really want to dabble in social media. It takes a lot of time. So the solution is to be able to create an automated process where you spend one weekend creating content and have your entire content for the year done. Now, I know that sounds like a really bold promise, and that's why this is a service that we do for all clients. Now, to be fair, this service is not for everybody, but what if you could just spend one weekend with my professional team of photographers, videographers, editors, where we create all of your content, break it down into bite-sized content that is then going to go onto your Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all these other channels so that you'll be hands-off for social media for the year. Now, if that's you, if you want to be able to explore if we might be a good fit for each other, right below this video, there is a button for you to schedule a call to see if we might be the right fit for each other. Working with us isn't cheap. We start at $5,000 a month. But on this call, here's what's going to happen. We're going to walk you through this social media process, how it works, the entire checklist. And at the end of the call, you'll be able to decide for yourself if you want to do it yourself or work together with us if you want to be able to accelerate and get faster results. But either way, you'll be able to get the clarity on how to move forward to automate social media, whether it's working with us or doing it in-house. So book your call below, and I look forward to seeing you real soon, right? So notice what I'm doing. I'm literally taking your same exact words, right? Well, 80% of it, right? But notice what I'm doing. I'm just putting in that belief and the energy, and I'm saying it with that conviction, where I don't have to memorize the words. Why don't I have to memorize the words? It's because I have the framework. Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form there's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.